This one. Okay. So you can see that's our auto nesting package. So are you able to see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to start a new job. Okay. Call it job 2. And okay, who else wants to join? Kyle. Okay. Kyle, are you with us?
Yes, I'm with you guys. I'll be watching.
Okay. Can you see my screen also, Kyle?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Okay, so I'm running our nesting package, and I'm just starting a new job. Okay, and I'm gonna bring in the two.
Oh, where's all the
Alan? Alan? Okay, he came alive for a second and disappeared again. Okay, so these are the two DXF files that you have sent over.
Yep.
Right?
Let's go with that bottom one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with both of them. Okay.
Sounds good.
So I'm bringing both of them. I need to choose a material. Let's say they are steel and the gauge, because that's this information is not in the DXF, so I have to set it by myself. And I can also choose how many I want to produce from each one. Or we just start with one each, okay? And now I have this in my order, okay? And I can have a preview, and I can see this part, and I can see this part, okay?
Looks good.
Okay, now the first thing I'm going to do is we call it validates. Okay, so I'm just want to make sure if the geometry is okay or not. So I did a validation, and he's telling me that this part has a problem. Okay, and this part went through okay. So to see what's the problem, I'm going to click edit, and it opens the part in the part editor, and I have this command which we call check. Okay, so this is doing all kinds of stuff for the geometry, like deleting duplicates and correcting whatever it can correct and so on. And if there are some issues which cannot be automatically corrected, it's going to show me. So indeed, I have this message that open contours were found, and they are marked here. So this is just a small extra line that you had in the DXF. I don't know why. But so I'm just going to delete it. And now I'm going to run check again. And this time there are no any errors, so I'm just going to save it. So now I have the geometry corrected and saved. Okay. By the way, while we are here, I can show you we have here what we call shape list. Okay. And we automatically identify all the holes. Okay, also the outside contour, which is 84 by 6. Okay, 84 with some strange number, but 84 by 6, that's your outside contour. But you also have all kinds of n-gons, okay, like what we call 12G of size 0.3438, and then you have a hexagon of this size and so on. Okay, so we automatically detect all these kind of shapes which your SketchUp, right, is creating.
Yep.
Okay. Now I can also open the other part, this part, okay, which also has these n-gons, but also have this banana shape and also the rounded corner. But as you can see, as you pointed out, it's all made of small lines, okay? And it's not actually arcs, what you would prefer to cut, correct?
Correct.
Right. So now for this, I'm going to go to our smooth command, okay? And there are some parameters I can choose, but let's say I just go with the default values, and I choose the banana and I choose the outside contour, and it's telling me that there were 56 lines and no arcs, and we automatically replace them with 4 lines, which are these 4 lines, and 31 arcs. So now it became, let's say, smooth. And here, actually, we were able to find just 1 arc, which probably is what you want. And for the banana, we have a bit more arcs, but still it's going to come out very smoothly. Brian is coming also. Okay, let's get Brian also.
So Rami, is this the exact process that you did for our test cuts?
Yeah.
So like this will
Exact
turn
process.
out just fine with the arcs and not any line segments.
That's exactly the process I did.
Perfect. And then just since I'm recording, if anyone's listening after the fact, these n-gons, these 12-sided polygons, and if there were any hexagons, which indicate taps on our parts, you can basically set something up before this that will auto-populate those hexagons or n-gons, 12-sided polygons, as whatever circle or hole you want.
Exactly. So I'm coming to that exactly now. So I corrected the geometry, and now I can go to my processing, okay? And in the processing, we have what we call special processing. And here I have defined for each size of n-gon or hexagon, whatever you have, okay? So if you will have more, you will need to populate it. And for each one, I've indicated what kind of circle to cut. So some of them are straightforward. I mean, exactly the same dimension of the 12G, 12 gon, okay, which is 0.406. You want to cut it also as 0.406. Maybe that comes out to be like, I don't know, 3/8 of an inch or something, but we don't mind. So that's like ½ inch. You want to cut ½ inch. But some of them, maybe the tapping ones, so far it's the same. Yeah. So the hexagons, which are 0.164, you actually want to cut with 0.141. Okay. And this one you want to cut with 1/4 inch. So you set all this up, and now basically I'm just going to click run, okay? And this now is going to do the toolpath for each part. So you can see now that I have a toolpath which is actually a circle cutting those. This is the 12G. Okay, Meng is coming. Hi, Meng. And these ones, basically, from what I see, you either cut the outside circle or the inside circle, something like that, right?
Yeah, I believe it should be that inside circle.
Yeah. So, but again, this is all up to you. So you set it up the way you want it, and then that's the way it's going to cut it. And here that's the same. So cutting the banana and the outside contour, and then cutting the end gons. So so that now you have the toolpath, and basically now I have these two parts. I can run a nesting, okay, let's say on a standard sheet like 120 by 60. And so, okay, I just defined one of each, okay? So I can just just place one part like this manually, or I can set, okay, so if you want to see the automatic nesting, okay, I can just go and put some quantities, like let's say I want 100 of each. Or you know what? Let's say this is that's a bigger part. Yeah, that's a bigger part. Let's say I want 50 from this one, and I want 200 of the smaller one. Okay. So now I can just run my nesting. Okay. I'm going just to run it on standard sheets, but if you set up your sheet database, and we can also we can also handle remnants. Like if there was a remnant from some previous work, very strange remnant, you can also use remnants. So okay, but that's another for another session maybe. So now I'm just going to use standard sheets 120 by 60, and okay, I'm going. So you already see that, yeah. So you see that I need to run 5 sheets like this, and then 1 sheet like that. So I would get 200 of this and 50 of this. So that's going to finish. Okay, to finish the workflow, I'm going to generate NC.
And then Rami, can I interrupt you for a second to ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
So that test part for laser 2, if you click on that, can you see what that banana shape, what it's going to cut for a dimension? I guess from line to line. So right now, we have it.
Okay. So let me this one. Let me open it in the part editor. So which exactly dimension you want to check?
I guess you can go from that outer radius just across the banana, basically.
From here to here, let's say.
Right.
Okay, let's see what I get.
I just want to make sure the smoothing of the lines isn't screwing up that dimension.
Okay, that's not exactly side to side, but it's showing 0.38. So what's the size that you are expecting?
It's supposed to be 3A, so 0.375.
Yeah, probably because it's a bit diagonal. So I don't know exactly how to find the correct, but I can just I can do something more visually. Wait a second. Let me just draw a line here without snapping, which and okay, let me make it like this. So let me do something which goes like this. What do you think? This is more or less. And now I can measure between this point and this point. So that's 0.375. So that's, I think, exactly what you want, right?
That will be it if it's square and it looks square. So yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome. Okay, so that's that was the nesting, but looks like you're not very interested in the nesting. So basically, what else do you want to see?
That is it. I think that answers all of our questions. So
great, I'm happy.
Yeah, thanks for setting this up today. The software is outstanding. It very easy to use, and I mean, I'm sure we'll have more questions on it if we end up getting it. But I'll be sure to reach out.
Yeah, it's well, I agree with you. It's a wonderful software, but thank you anyhow.
And then Rami, I think I asked you this in the past, but we have a CNC router. It's a Como CNC router. Would this be compatible?
Yeah, we should be able to support it as well. Yeah.
Okay, that's an option. I might bug you with some emails about that in the next couple of weeks or so.
No problem.
So, okay. Well,
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Have a great weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.